How are my views up so high? Oh, right. I'm making content again. Of course, of course. Okay, okay, okay. All right. Looks like things are connected again.
I actually made a post.
I'm just gonna go straight into it, actually.
How do I be a streamer and YouTuber again after years cooped up in a computer science degree? I I don't know. I'm asking you, like genuinely, because in the beginning, right, I would play Roblox.
Okay, so I need to adjust.
I would play in the beginning.
It's a little bit different. It's not exactly one to one.
I I don't know. I'm asking you, like genuinely, because in the beginning, right, I would play Roblox for literal. I would play Roblox for literal hours. I would play Roblox for literal hours, like hours, literal hours, for literal hours, for literal hours, for literal hours, like so long you could literally fall asleep, wake up, click on YouTube, and I'd still be streaming. Back
Let's see if I can find image of Megumi watching anime. Megumin. That's what it is. Oh, come on. Watching. Oh, here it is. Oh, it's a GIF. Will that work?
Click on YouTube and click on YouTube and I'd still be streaming. Back then, the fact that with a click of a button, I could literally
There's so many like small clips I need to get. Click of a button. I'm just stockpiling clips as I go. Ignore that. And the fact that GIFs work immediately. That looks good. No, not HTML. Yeah, here we go. I'll save it the same way. I realized I can just click that instead of doing that other stuff I was doing before.
back then, the fact that with a click of a fact that with a click of a button, a click of a button, I could literally assemble from across the globe a group of people into a server. Just was awesome. I had that feeling wanting to be the very best, like Pokemon. And my view count back then, which I would normally say was never high, but there actually was this time when the video blew up, which
I'll go ahead and show my video there. I'm just gonna leave chat popped out like that. And then everything else will be here like that. I can minimize that now. I wish I could just copy and paste it here, but no, I have to go through the whole process. Actually, speaking of, I need to go change something on my taskbar. Yeah, hiding the taskbar was annoying. Just not worth it.
Video blew up, which a video blew up, which the video blew up, which a lot of you guys are actually from. A lot of you guys are actually from. Like, despite not always having that, it was still very, very fun. So, what actually made me stop posting? I know that's the part we're really getting at here on where I've been. I'll tell you what happened. It's actually not as serious or complicated as many would think. It was just a mix of schoolwork, perfectionism, and life changes.
Hmm. Let's remove a whole lot of these tabs getting in the way of my perfect victory.
Perfectionism and life changes. You see, while if you look at my channel today, ignoring today, obviously, you'd see that the last stream was about 2 years ago. See that the last that the last stream was about 2 years ago. 2 years ago, or maybe before that, 4 years ago. So realistically, I've been really only posting 4 years ago. And that's because that's when I began college. I actually just graduated more than 2 weeks ago. More than 2 weeks ago. Man, time is passing. Man, time is passing. Point is, I want to make the point that I want to make is point is I want to make the point that I want to make point is I want to make the point that I want to make is the point that I want to make is, you see, in high school schedules are pretty linear. You see, in high school schedules are pretty. Yes, so realistically, I've been really only posting 4 years ago, and that's because that.
Let's re-enable this.
And that's because that's when I began college. I actually just graduated more than 2 weeks ago. Man, time is passing. The point that I want to make is, you see, in high school, schedules are pretty linear. You go to your classes, right, and you ultimately have to be in school between, don't know, 7. Ultimately have to be in school between, don't know, 7, 8, 9, and leave around 3, 5.
Yeah, the
School
timing
schedules
was
are pretty
pretty
linear.
linear.
You go to your school schedule. The point.
No, I don't want all of it moved. I just want some of it moved.
Point that I want to make is, you see, point that I want to make is, I want to make the point that I want to make is, you see, in high school, schedules are pretty linear. You go to your classes, right, and you ultimately have to be and you ultimately have you ultimately have to and you ultimately have to be in school between don't know 7, 8, 9 and leave around 3, 3, 5 or maybe 6 if you have extracurriculars like sports and stuff. So overall, you get home at a relatively clockwork like time. You go to school at set time, you return at set time, and you do your homework. That linear like schedule is what let me be able to stream at the same time that other people.
Do I need to like specifically duplicate or something? Oh, to paste and insert is it's Control Shift V. Ooh, but I don't want to do it like that. No, I guess that'll do. I need a better way to paste things.
To uh, stream at the same time that other people that were my age and playing the same games as me were also going to be online, the same as me. But in college, yeah, that's totally different. Not totally, but different enough to cause problems. Because sometimes you can have a math class at 8 a.m. and a computer science class and a computer science class at 6. And yes, I mean at 6, not ending at 6. And yes, I mean at 6, not ending. I mean at 6, not ending. And yes, I mean at 6, not ending at 6. So college courses
Just want to make sure that looks
class
good.
at 8 a.m. and a computer science class at 6. And yes, I mean at 6, not ending at 6. So college courses would last longer than high school ones do, and they would also start later than high school ones do. And if you have a class that's 2 hours apart, you're just in the university waiting in between. And usually that's spent doing homework and stuff like that. I wouldn't be streaming while at the university. The connection there is not really all that good. So it's just different. It's just different. And some of y'all know back in high school, you might be able to do your homework in the middle of class. I know some of y'all faster ones with that 4.2 GPA walk out of your high school classroom with all your homework done before the teacher's even done explaining it because it's just that easy sometimes. But in college, while you can still try that, of course, the exams that the teachers give are often much more precise than in high school. They actually require you to read the textbook, or at least mine, where you could literally explain something, have the exact word down, and because it didn't fit the teacher's word in the down, and because it didn't fit the teacher's word in the slide number 348, you still would get something wrong. So the amount of time spent studying compared to high school drastically exploded. Ultimately, I spent more time in the university, more time doing university work, and there just wasn't real time for YouTube stuff on this varying schedule. Now, admittedly, that is kind of hypocritical because sometimes I would stream at the most random periods, but not having to worry about high school assignments back then versus having tons of college work, applying for jobs, adulting, and career, and etc. completely changed the platform here that I was working on. So, in short, I was setting a higher priority, and I felt like I was just spending my time better acquiring industry experience rather than streaming on YouTube, which genuinely has a really low chance of success. Even the success that I had already is very rare. So, yeah, it's both thank you, and I also see that it's not a 100% guarantee. So, let's go into the actual period that I was gone. Right now, you know why I was gone. And many of you would say that, well, actually, many people would say that they didn't know how to return after leaving for so long, especially when you're in a specific niche and the game that you play your niche in is not doing so hot anymore. But it's, well, while that's actually very true, there's a whole lot more to it than just that. Because despite everything through that time period, I wasn't actually posting because I was in college. I was still on Discord. I didn't leave that to get invaded by bots and stuff. Even now,
I want to get invaded by bots. I need a good clip for that. What's a good clip for that? What's this? What is this? Oh, I'll make a small GIF of. That's good enough. I'll take that.
and stuff. Even leave that to get invaded by bots and stuff. Even now, you can actually click on Discord and find all my conversations there over the years.
Also some Discord conversations too. Ooh, I'll show I'll show Broke's GIF.
conversations there over the years of
Let's see if I can make that smaller. And I need to make that full. Actually, since I need to grab that here in order for that to work.
final on Discord and find all my conversations there over the years of very few tiny like meme moments and stuff like that. Like meme moments. Very few tiny like meme moments and stuff like that. Still though. And stuff like that. Still though, there were a lot of unfinished projects and business that I wanted to do that I never actually went to do, and that's a large part of the reason of why I'm back in grinding. Because I missed creating. Genuinely. Editing something I could look back at and be proud of, sort of telling a story with my videos, or building a community, fighting together. It was all fun because the games were genuinely. Editing something I could look back at and be proud of, sort of telling a story with my videos, sort of tell
Sort of.
and be proud of, sort of telling a story with my videos or building a community, fighting together. It was all fun because the games all fun because the games were really the the game.
Now, this is the part that I don't understand. The content of these subtitles right here are there. I can't tell the difference between this one and this one. Why is this one the subtitle example? Yeah, I'm not getting it. Open source subs.
games because
Still not understanding it. What's going on? Hello? Mm-hmm.